everyone was naked, but it wasn't over.
Some of you might know it because it's quite popular in gay community. A guy
Oh yeah.
hiding in the bushes, watching us. But the funny thing is that after we did that, other couples started doing the same thing. Sure is nice being back on the beach, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And did you notice all the white sand around us? I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But this is a bit boring, don't you think?
Yeah, it needs something more or something less.
Yeah. What if we went to a gay nude beach?
It's a great idea. Let's go.
Okay, come on.
Hi guys! Unfortunately, we will have to wait a few more months until we can go to a real beach.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we wanted to tell you about our experience because not so long ago we visited our first gay nude beach.
Yeah, and for some reason people are interested in these things.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Some people, especially in North America, might think that in Europe it's so liberal that people run around naked all the time.
Yeah, but it's actually not the case. It's not like we are in the sauna all the time or there are nude beaches everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's actually not that common here. I don't know many people that would go to nude beaches. But on the other hand, it's not a taboo either. So that's why we decided that we could share our experience with you guys.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's not the first time we swam naked at that gay nude beach we are going to tell you about. First year we were together, we went to a water reservoir and we rented this water bike and we were in the middle of the lake and I decided I want to jump in but without my swimsuit.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. But that was just you, right? I stayed on the bike.
Yeah, you took pictures.
Of course, as always.
Yeah, so that was nice, but it was in the middle of the lake and people were far away from us.
Yeah, to see anything. So you started going nude from the beginning?
Yeah, actually. Now that you mention it.
So you can see I'm the shy one actually. Unlike what you might have thought before.
Yeah, but that changed over the years, I would say. But these were no gay places. So a year and a half ago,
we went on vacation to Spain, to Barcelona, and I didn't tell Peter what I was planning. We took a train to a nearby place, it's called Sitges. Some of you might know it because it's quite popular in gay community. And I told Peter that we would go for a hike along the coast, which was true because we actually went about 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
And we finished in Sitges. And along the hike there were various beaches. So we took our speedos and we stopped along the way on different beaches and went for a swim with our speedos on.
Or not speedos. For me it was shorts because I was self-conscious about wearing speedos. I don't know, at that time.
And then when we were about halfway through, I think, we came along the gay nude beach and I told Peter, ta-da! Here we are!
Yeah, and I was totally surprised and in shock because you mentioned it a few kilometers before that we are going to a gay nude beach. By the way, Peter, did you know about that? And I didn't, of course. But I imagined some secluded spot, like 3 people there and then us. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. But then we arrived at this beach. We were on the cliffs above it. And there were so many people there, like it was totally crowded. And I was like, oh no, are you kidding, honey? This is what you had in mind?
I didn't have that in mind because I also thought it would be empty. Because I remember I saw someone posting a picture from the beach on Instagram just recently, like a couple of weeks before that maybe. And there was almost nobody there, so I thought it would be the same because it was a regular work day. But it was in summer, it was in August, I think, right? So
yeah.
That didn't help.
Yeah, so I started panicking because I didn't want to go naked around so many people, and I didn't do my manscaping down there or anything. So I was like, oh my god, are we really going? And Tommy was like, yeah, we are going.
I was also undecided because of the amount of people. So we were just standing there on the cliff and just thinking like, should we go? Should we skip it and continue with our hike?
Yeah, we were really hesitant. And I'm really an undecisive person. So we were going back and forth if we should go or not. And then I was like, screw it, we are going because it will be an experience. So yeah, we decided we are going.
Mm-hmm.
So we started going down the cliffs somehow, or there was a road, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were at the beginning of the beach. Everyone was naked. So we took off our shoes first because there was sand. And we didn't want to sit down in the middle of the crowd. So we saw a spot near rocks at the edge of the beach. And we were like, we're going there. So we took off our shoes and we ran in our swimwear. So I was a bit worried that I'm not naked.
Like you're breaking rules or something.
Yeah, something like that. So then at our spot near the rocks, we took off our swimwear. And I remember I ran straight into the water. I'm usually very slow going into water, but this time I jumped into it because I don't know, I was so shy.
I've never seen Peter sprint so fast into the water.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it wasn't fun at that time. But then when I was in water, hidden a bit, it was better.
Yeah. You could start stalking everyone without being seen.
Yeah, it's not like I didn't look.
Yeah, it's like when you put your sunglasses on and you pretend to look that way, but you're actually looking to the left or to the right.
Yeah, so we were swimming and...
Yeah, it was kind of exciting and liberating. It's an interesting feeling, swimming in the sea without having anything on. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It wasn't creepy or anything. Nobody was looking actually. Everyone took care of their own business.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, but I was still self-conscious because in Europe it's very common to shave everything off, like your armpits and chest hair and down there, which is a shame for me because I really like body hair. It's more interesting for me because bodies without it, they are like figurines for me or sculptures. I don't know, it's a bit boring. And in the English-speaking countries, I think it's a bit different. They are more hairy. I don't know.
Maybe you can tell us if that's true or not. I don't usually notice these things. I remember that, for example, when we were in Canary Islands, you were saying that guys shave their legs.
Yeah, it was totally like a thing there.
I don't look at people, so I don't know.
I look at people a lot, so I noticed all these things. So I was a bit worried about not being trimmed, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, nobody cared, and there were different types of people, different shapes, different hairy. And I trimmed in advance because I was planning it, so I didn't mind.
Tommy never tells me anything, like he told me on that hike that we are going.
Because I didn't want to scare Peter, and I know that if I tell him something like that in advance, then he'll get stressed and he'll keep overthinking everything. So it was better to just present him the option right on the spot.
Yeah. Okay.
And it worked out, as you can see. And he enjoyed it.
Yeah, we totally enjoyed it. We got more comfortable over the time we were there. Later we started taking pictures. Not of other people, but we really...
Just a few.
we really make sure we were pointing in the direction where nobody is. Then some nice couple offered to take some pictures of us.
With our camera.
With our camera, yeah. So that was nice, and they were good looking too.
And yeah, we got sunburned, of course.
Of course. But we used sunscreen, but apparently not enough.
Yeah, some of our body parts are not used to seeing sun for so long. So even the sunscreen didn't help.
Yeah.
It was nice because it was a gay place that we could walk around holding hands, and it didn't feel weird at all.
Yeah, because this was our first gay beach, not just nude. And for me it was totally great. So liberating, and like we can be ourselves all the time, kissing and holding hands. At the end, after we spent a few hours there, I decided we are going to take a walk along the shore in front of everybody.
Holding hands.
Yeah, holding hands, naked. So we were walking, being romantic, talking, and like promenading in front of everyone. I wanted to show our love to everyone. I don't know, like it was great.
But the funny thing is that after we did that, other couples started doing the same thing.
We started a trend there.
Yeah, everybody wanted to show off as well.
Yeah. I remember it was totally great.
Yeah. I think we spent like half of the day there.
And I didn't want to leave. I was like, no, I don't want to go yet.
Yeah, but we had to finish our hike, catch a train, because later that day we had to meet our friends in Barcelona.
Yeah. So we packed our things after half a day and we left. And then we took some pictures because there is this big gay flag on top of the hill above the beach. So that was very nice, and yeah.
Actually, one interesting fact about the beach is that it's the first gay beach in the world.
Like it was founded as first.
Yeah. I think since 1930s or something like that, like really a long time ago.
Yeah, and it's very popular. I think it's very well known in gay community.
We enjoyed our time on the beach so much that actually the day after, I think we were leaving Spain, returning back to our country. But the plane was leaving in the afternoon, so we had like half of the day to kill. And we were recommended by our friends who live in Barcelona that there is a beach close to the airport where you can go, and it's also clothing optional. So we decided to go there and go for a swim before we fly away.
Yes, this wasn't a gay beach, right? It was for general public, but it was a really nice surprise because there were just a few people there, and this beach was really long. So the few people were really spread out. It felt like we were there alone.
Yeah.
So we were running naked on the beach and then into the ocean. What was it? Sea?
Mediterranean Sea.
It was great. I loved it. So we spent a few hours there. And yeah, again, I didn't want to leave, but our plane was supposed to leave in a few hours. And the best thing was that the airport was so close to the beach that we just walked to the airport from the beach.
Yeah, that was great. And then we visited a lounge where we took a shower and we washed the sand away.
Yeah, first time taking a shower in a lounge, and that was very convenient for us. So yeah, everything fit into place. So that was our vacation where we experienced our first gay nude beach, but it wasn't over.
Yeah. Because a few months later, we went for another vacation in Portugal. It was in November, so it was already quite cold. It wasn't summery weather, but we wanted to visit again a beach and hike around it to discover the surroundings. So we took a bus to the nearby village and we hiked to the beach. The weather wasn't very good on our vacation. I mean, it was November, but it was even average or below average for November.
Yeah.
So it was like around 15, 16 degrees, I think. And it was cloudy or almost overcast. And because we wanted to take a lot of pictures, it made Peter angry.
Yeah.
Because we always had to wait for 10 seconds of sun to quickly take a picture and then wait for the next opportunity.
Yeah, I'm always like, we need to have perfect pictures, and when it's sunny, it simply looks better. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely it does. But again, because it was November and it was a regular work day, there was literally no one there.
Uh-huh.
So we had the whole beach for ourselves.
Yeah, and it was again a huge beach, very long. So it felt like we were there alone again.
Yeah, and there was one part of the beach that was officially a gay beach or gay nude beach. But it was so long that it didn't matter really if you are on the gay part or on the straight part.
Yeah.
Because there was nobody there.
Yeah.
But it was so cold that we actually were not there naked for very long.
It was too cold.
Yeah, it was again just to experience the liberating feeling and just for fun.
Yeah, we didn't swim because there is Atlantic Ocean. It's actually ocean, and it's very cold, so no swimming.
Yeah.
But running around naked is also great.
Yeah. When we were taking pictures naked or in our speedos, we actually saw a guy hiding in the bushes, watching us.
Yeah, not very close. It was like a few hundred meters away.
Yeah.
Tommy was like, there's a guy watching us. But I was like, never mind, let's continue taking pictures. Let's take off our swimsuits and let him experience this great show. But then after a short time we noticed that he disappeared. So maybe we are not such great performers.
Yeah.
It was probably a pathetic show.
Never mind. And then we continue with the hike, right? The end. So when we travel again, would you go to another nude beach?
Yes, I would, and I recommend it to everyone. Don't be afraid, it's very liberating and great feeling, I don't know.
I think what people are usually afraid of is that other people will be looking at them, but that's not the case. People really don't care.
Yeah.
There are not many nude beaches around our city. There is one official nude beach nearby, but I heard it's crowded all the time, so we didn't even try going there. Plus it's full of straight people, so we would go there, right?
Yeah, sounds boring.
Yeah, and there are some unofficial places. There's one we visited, there's a little lake in our city, on the outskirts of the city.
Yeah, last year in summer, and I jumped in the water naked.
Yeah. We actually took a trip there on our bikes. We did a video about that. Yeah, so that's the same lake.
Yeah.
Again, it was just Peter going in naked because I'm the shy one, so I kept my swimwear on.
Yeah, this was a few weeks later after the bike trip video, and it was already September, I think, so not that many people there, so I wasn't that shy anymore, and yeah, that was nice.
But other than that, we don't have many opportunities here
to
swim naked.
Yeah, no gay beaches here. We don't have the sea or ocean, so not really beaches. So we have to create our own private beach here in our yard. And we really love that our yard is so private, surrounded by buildings from all directions, so nobody can see you here. Actually, I wanted to experience running in snow barefoot, and then I said to myself, why only barefoot when I can run naked? So I tried it. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll wait for summer.
But it's fun, honey. And it's good for your immune system. Guys, you should try it too.
No COVID for you.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
So that was our story. I wonder if any of you have any experience with nude beaches. So if you're not shy about it, let us know in the comments below.
Tell us everything. And tell us how you feel about nudity in general. if it's something people shouldn't talk about, or if we should see it more. And give this video a thumbs up. It could really help us because YouTube likes it when we get likes.
And we like it too.
Yeah, so it could promote our videos more. I don't know. So just hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed yet. And see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.